What's up, everyone? Before I started this Movie Mission Monday, I wanted to give a huge shout out to two guys that have been a huge support on my YouTube page and also a bigger support on my Twitter account. Thank you guys so much for all of your support lately. And the two guys that we've been having great conversation with have been Second Rate Report and 31 Film Talk. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for showing me the ropes to Steelbooks, by the way, Second Rate. I don't know what I'm doing half the time, and your advice has been helping me. And 31 Film, thank you so much for all the comments lately, all the support and talk on Twitter. It's been awesome. So you guys are awesome. It's nice to know that I have a lot of people, watching my videos when they're up every week, and also continuing the conversation on Twitter. I can't emphasize that enough. The conversation on Twitter has been amazing, and not only to you guys, but to all my Twitter followers. Thank you guys. You guys are always tweeting to me. I'm always tweeting back. We're always having some pretty funny conversations. So thank you guys once again, and the doctor's in. Let's get to the Movie Mission Monday. Alright everyone, so this week I got to watch Snitch. Hasn't really been in my top, must-sees right this second. So that's kind of why I wanted to watch it. I wanted to sit down and watch something that really wasn't high on the totem pole.
I should have never taken that package. I'm not a drug dealer. I swear to you, Dad. You believe me, right?
Of course I believe so.
The mandatory minimum laws are very simple. Jason is facing 10 years in prison.
10 years?
Get down! On the ground!
United States versus Jason Collins.
I believe in the mandatory minimum laws.
Please, I just want to help myself.
I didn't realize it at the time, but I got really excited because Dwayne Johnson, Susan Sarandon, and John Berthel is in this film. 3 amazing actors and actresses. I got excited. This is going to be a very, very short review. Let's just get into it. Dwayne Johnson is a construction worker, a normal, everyday man. Works hard, supports his family, he owns a business, he keeps the business afloat, he wants the business to thrive. His son gets into trouble. He gets snitched on by his best friend. Something happens, drug-related. I'm not going to go into big detail about it. I don't want to give anything away. And he gets thrown in jail, plain and simple. The law doesn't take kindly to that. So he decides, Dwayne Johnson decides, I'm going to get my son out of here because the minimum sentence is 20, 30 years or something like that. He goes, I'm going to get my son out of here. Susan Sarandon is the lawyer. She's like, good friends with Dwayne. You kind of find out they know acquaintances, and he schedules a meeting, blah, blah, blah. So she says, the only way I'm going to lower the sentence of your son is if you basically help the DEA out. Now, take a step back. Dwayne's son could have done the same thing, but he said, no, it's my fault, my consequences. I'm not going to be a snitch. I'm going to fight my time. I'm going to take my chances with the judge. So with that said, Dwayne Johnson's like, I'm going to take it into my own hands. I'm a good dad. I am a good, I'm a good worker. I'm a good husband. I'm going to do this.
I'm John Mathers.
Now see, that's the reaction I was looking for, player. Ain't never had no eye on your grill before, huh? Now let's have an honest conversation as to why you in my crib.
At first, they're like, no, this is not happening. Your son needs to take care of this. Anyway, he meets up with John Berthel. John Berthel was Shane from The Walking Dead. That's what excited. When I saw him, I got pumped. And I was getting into this in the beginning. I was like, oh great, we got 3 good people, we got a good, plot. Wow. That's all I gotta say. How stupid was this movie? I said it once, the doctor doesn't have many rants. Well, I'm gonna have a rant today. Stupid the whole way through. The movie was an hour and 51 minutes long, and I checked that just to say this one little piece. The movie for an hour and 45 minutes, well, maybe an hour and 40 minutes, was non-stop talking or driving a truck to try to get to the people responsible for, you know, all the drug-related crimes in the city.
Every move that I make or I don't make, Jason won't have to live with for the next 10 years of his life.
And what if you don't live?
It was that. It was those three people. So we had Susan Sarandon, Dwayne Johnson, and John Berthel talking. How are they going to get the cartel? How are they going to do this? And I don't know what my deal is with drug cartel related films lately. I've just been on a kick. But it's boring. It's a snooze fest. I'm sorry, I did not get into it. Even the very end of it, like, okay, we know what he's going to do. Can we just get, like, I was seriously sitting there tweeting instead of watching the movie. That very rarely happens. Usually I'm into the film. I'm sorry if you like this film. It got good ratings from what I saw on IMDb, and also from I haven't really heard much about this film from friends or family, which is weird because a lot of my friends and family are big fans of Dwayne, and I am too. Like, I mean, one of my probably favorite films he was ever in, hands down, has to be Walking Tall. I don't know why, I just love that. And I kind of thought that this movie was going to be like that. Like, Dwayne is an average dad, you know, with a good family, he's a good husband, and next thing you know, like, he's just out beating the crap out of everybody. No, that wasn't the case. It was, like I said, it was an hour and 45 minutes of just off-the-wall talking. Snooze fest. I'm sorry. I just couldn't get into this film. I can't really say much more about it. I thought it was poorly scripted. You know, well, I will say out of the three main stars, in my opinion, John Berthel was the best. He played like the guy that came, he did work for Dwayne, and he was the, I did my jail time. I live in the hard place of town. He did a great job. Doctor's gonna give this a 1 out of 5 stars. I'm sorry, guys. I was just so disappointed. This is a very rare moment, by the way. You're not going to see me say that very often, where I'm going to give a movie 1 out of 5. I usually find the best in films. I just can't get it into this. I can't get past on how bad it was. And as I said, I don't usually rant like this, but I am. So I want to ask you guys, what is your biggest letdown film? Or, what is that one movie you watched where you were excited, and then all of a sudden it just completely made a 360, and you're like, what am I watching right now? This is not the movie 10 minutes ago that was happening. This is just boring. That just completely, just almost ticked you off because of how bad it was. One more quick thing. How do you guys like these movie missions? I haven't been getting a lot of feedback. I thought I would be getting more. I'm not receiving a ton of feedback. 2 ways to reach me, of course. On Twitter, at DrMovie91. Leave me a message on here. Let me know if I should keep doing these, or if I should switch up the channel a little bit. Let me know. I want to hear from you guys because, as I said before, I want to shape the channel around you guys. So, yeah, let me know, please. So thank you so much. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at DrMovie91. Until next time, take care.